I can resist everything except temptation. Meaning, temptation actually cannot always be considered to be bad, negative, wicked in itself, but temptation might also be the representation of an urgent urge of the soul or the chosen one for basically progress, growth, learning, or for a transformation that changes the person forever. So, temptation is a mysterious urge of the human being, and it's connected with the soul, with the deepest corners and cores of the human psyche, of the human mind in one way or another, because temptation also cannot be random, because not everyone experiences temptation, but at least some people do. But then again, this is not addiction. Addiction is also good because it's the representation of divine intervention for the creation and development and achievement of greatness, significance, distinction, authenticity, endeavor, ambition in our lives. Addiction sometimes becomes important in the case, condition, and circumstance of at least certain people in the world, such as artists, singers, authors, writers, philosophers. They were all addicted. These people have had addictions, obsessions, possessions in their lives, not necessarily towards external perception, materialistic desire, objective pleasure, but basically towards alcohol or other narcotics. But they were addicts, they were addicted. And that very addiction that we consider and regard as bad, wicked, irreligious helped them to surmount greatness, assisted in the achievement of their significance, distinction, and the kind of fame, reputation that they have now, or that they have had, happened not just because of their talent, which is intrinsic, but also because of their God's calling and the divine intervention in the form of addiction, intoxication, temptation, etc., towards alcohol, pleasure, comfort, relaxation. It could be anything, but it's good. It's not necessarily negative, but it's an urgent urge of the soul to pay attention to the deepest corners of the mind. So that's how temptation works. So we can resist everything except for our temptation for pleasure, comfort, relaxation, money, riches in our lives. Everyone's temptation is different, is going to be different. But temptation is an irresistible urge of the unconscious mind, of the soul. It's irresistible, uncontrollable, because it's directly connected with the mind, and mental desires and unconscious callings cannot be reversed, controlled by most people in the world, with the exception of only few. So that's how temptation works. Everyone's temptation is different, it's going to be different, but it's not necessarily negative or unproductive.